What a play from Jake All. And Madison Troy! Tie game! 60. That's a shot! Zach Hall, what a play! Oh, a moonshot. Oh, he robbed it! What a catch! What a catch! Coming home. What a play! What a play! The double play from Jerry Langston. And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jake Oliver. In play, that's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver! And Madison Troy! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes a great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. George Rice heads out. Trey collected right. Get out, ball later!
second. Throws over to first. That's he actually did it! That's a rock.
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Oh, Philip goes to Rockets. Walk off the season.
Cross, get out, ball later.
And that ball is out of here. Walk off home run, Jingle. That ball's getting played. Goes back, Keeper King. Nakatoma's Playhouse makes the grab.
He's running third. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out.
I don't know if I like it. That ball is absolutely tattooed. And what a roll! What a roll, routine again.
Now we'll do it. The Nighthawks are the 2023 AWA champions.
Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to AWA Wiffle Ball 2024 regular season action. After Wednesday off, happy 4th of July to everyone. We are back for Week 7 action between the Southern Stingers at 10-8, who have slowed down a bit after starting the league with the best record, in the Western Wolfpack, who have the worst record in AWA, but they're starting to turn it around slowly. They already have more wins than they did last year at 4-14. I'm Jack Blaos, joined by Haley Chamberlain, sub and color commentator here today. This is an interesting matchup. The Southern Stingers are down a few players here today. No Jordan Rice, no Kyle Cody, who's really projected himself to be the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. But they have one sub here today, and they'll see if they can get it done against the worst team in the AWA, record-wise, in the Western Wolfpack. Let's take a look at the starting lineups, starting with the Southern Stingers.
Peter McNeil, Eastern Washington University.
Jordan Rice, University of the Westgate Cougars.
Drew Tenzar, University of Washington.
Cole Blevins, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Kyle Cody, University of Washington.
Barrett Carlo, Mattadale Middle School.
There's your Southern Stingers lineup again. No Barrett Carlo, no Kyle Cody, and no Jordan Rice. So they are shorthanded today, which gives some hope to the Wolfpack. We will now take a look at the Western Wolfpack starting lineup.
Alex Harden, Western Washington University.
Thomas Playhouse, Shore Elementary.
Jace Pratt, Jackson High School.
Zach Inouye, University of Washington.
Ian Michael, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Chad Curtis, Balso Hard University.
That is your Western Wolfpack lineup, and before we get into weather, we're actually going to send it down to Robert, who has Jace Pratt of the Western Wolfpack with him. Robert, take it away.
All right, Jace, weather changing for the better. How do you think that affects how you pitch and how you hit this far in the season?
You know, nicer weather, I'm hoping it's going to be some more offense. We haven't played on a nice day yet, so hopefully we can get some over the fence today.
Nice. What's your game plan here for game one?
Step up, swing hard, hit the ball over the fence. That's about it.
Easy peasy. All right, back up to the booth.
Thank you there, Robert. And with that, now let's take a look at the weather today. It's the best weather we've had in a while. So, Joe, take it away.
Good evening. This is Joe Acord from the AWA Weather Center.
What's up, Wiffle Ball fans? It's a beautiful Monday. You know what that means? Beautiful weather. You know what it looks like in Edmonds, Washington? The freaking same. So guess what? Tonight, Dinger Fest. Let's go.
Thank you there, Joe. Dinger weather indeed. Over the last few weeks when the weather started to heat up, we have been setting some record dingers-wise. Specifically with the Aces Cyclones, we had 15 home runs in one series. So both these teams aren't really known for their offensive prowess, but in good weather, every team in the league hits well. And with that, we are ready to get the first pitch underway. Drew Tenzar will lead it off for the Southern Stingers. And the Wolfpack looking for the shortstop. He hops into frame right there. Ian Michael. Drew Tenzar looks like he's repping an alternate Stingers jersey. But we're ready for first pitch right here. Alex Hart a bit outside. Ball one to begin the game. Looking at Alex Hart, he has the most career strikeouts to anyone in the AWA. Going against Peter McNeil, who's second on the all-time list. So two all-time greats in AWA Wiffle Ball. So we look at ball two there. Quick sneeze timeout.
I gotta stop taking my allergy medicine.
3-1. Sorry, ball four. Sneezes threw me off there. But now Peter McNeil will step in, and kind of the story for both Alex Hart and Peter McNeil, they were roughed up pitching in their last few starts. So against two offenses that are having a little bit of a down year, they kind of want to improve there.
Tom, it's just Peter McNeil. There's no FT or BT in front of it.
And with that, Peter McNeil will now step in. Runner on first, no outs. It looks at a pitch inside, ball one. Kind of surprising that's a nice pitch there from Alex Hart, and the Wolfpack have had the poor record that they've had so far. Just because they're the first team, the earliest team to show up. They usually have all of their players, and that's usually key for success in this league. It's really just been a matter of trying to figure out their starting pitching. They've always had Alex Harden. His ERA is a little bit higher, sitting close to 5 this year. As that pitch hits Peter McNeil right there for full count. They've thrown in the first overall pick, Ian Michael, who's shown potential out there. But he too has been roughed up a bit. His ERA is now down into the 6s. It's been a matter of kind of trying to keep his pitches under the speed limit. And they still have Jace Pratt, which they really haven't gone to. Made the All-AWA rookie team last year. And that will walk Peter McNeil. So 2 straight walks to begin the game for the Southern Stingers. Now batting in the 3-hole, Cole Blevins, another longtime AWA player. Had one of his better series last week. Still batting a little bit below the Mendoza line. He is a sure-handed first baseman. That's where we'll be playing today. And Alex Harden's having a little bit of difficulty finding the zone here early. 2-0. It's a hot day right here. First pitch right around 83. Well, look, he does go. And this is the... It's 3-1. Wait, 3-1. Yeah, wait, what's going on? Yeah. 3-1. Cole tried to steal first base right there. We had a third base ump looking at it. And that ball is going back, but just foul. Almost a good call there to stay in. But unfortunately, it's a long strike, and now it is full count to Cole Blevins. Got him, strike 3, and what away from Alex Harden to battle back. Almost gave up a home run and then came back and struck him out. Now stepping in, Daniel Leland, sub player here for the Southern Stingers. And he didn't raise that bat off the shoulder, so we'll see what kind of the game plan is here. It's always tough for rookies coming into the league, especially when you're facing prolific strike throwers like Alex Harden. And that, you know, that sometimes kind of messes with the starting pitcher. They know they just got to throw a strike, and sometimes that's tough to do. But good to see Daniel there, 3-0 swinging. Kind of a swing to keep the at-bat going, but it won't matter nonetheless. That'll be the third walk in this inning to load the bases. And now kind of the best hope here for the Stingers to really get some runs on the board. Drew Tenzar's been on a tear this year in the top 8 in average. Sitting 417 on the year. He's missed a few games. But the majority of the offense on the Stingers has come between 3 guys. Drew Tenzar, Barrett Carlo, and Kyle Cody, 2 of which are not here today. Got him reaching right there on the drop, 1-1. There's that patented high slider there from Alex Harden. That'll be 3-1. And that'll walk in the first run of the day for the Southern Stingers. So a little bit of command issues early here for Alex Harden. And that's kind of how the Stingers have operated. It's just take pitches early in games and start swinging out your shoes later in the games. And it's worked well for them early. They've stumbled a little bit as of late. There's Alex Harden's stats right there. 3-7 record, 5.07 ERA, 38 K. So his Ks are still up there, but ERA is a little bit higher than he's used to seeing. Peter McNeil steps in, swinging at a first pitch strike. Does not go there, but he thought about it. Does not go again. And these risers from Alex Harden are just carrying a little bit higher than he's used to. Not as much break on the ball. Usually in warmer days, it's easier to throw strikes. So that hits him there. And that will walk in another run, and this Wolfpack team needs to start thinking of something here. Up steps Cole Blevins again, the only out for the Stingers yet. Got a quick 0-2, and let's see what the Wolfpack are thinking here. Alex Harden is their ace, but if he doesn't have his stuff, got to start thinking what plan B or C might be. Jace Pratt is the DH here. Cole Blevins kind of helps out Alex right there with that swing at a pitch outside of the zone. Now 2-2 here with 1 out. Hits him there. It'll be full count. Doesn't go, and that will walk in the 3rd run of the game. And Alex Harden just kind of looking around, wondering what he can do here. So bases loaded for Dan Leland.
1 out.
Three 3-0. This is it's getting tough for the Wolfpack, and that's not even close. I will walk in the 4th run, and not exactly what you want to see as a Wolfpack fan. So 4-0 is the score now. Drew Tenzar will step in. Stinger's joking he still has the no-hitter intact, which is technically true. One and 0. Two and 0, and for anyone who is new to AWA, there is a 6-run cap as that's fouled just out of play. Drew Tenzar a little late there, maybe a little surprised to see his strike there. But a 6-run cap unless those runs are scored via a home run. And that's in play to Alex Harden, who knocks it down and will throw home. He'll get the out. So nice out there from Alex Harden to get the 2nd out of the inning.
Two out there.
And now Peter McNeil will step in. Another big spot. They already have 4, but tacking on a few more. No pitch there with a 62 mile per hour. It'll be 1-0. Peter McNeil having a little bit of a down year offensively. He's always kind of had a little bit of a lower average, always kind of going for power, which is definitely a dingers or nothing mindset we like to see. Got him, strike 3, and Alex Harden limits the damage, leaves the bases loaded, but 4 runs come across, and we head to the bottom of the first. 4-0 is the score.
Game 2 and 3. I'll play second. I can teach Cam the rules a little bit. Here we go. 4.
So Drew Tenzar, you look at his career or his year so far, he came in, it was a little bit of a rough start, but I think it's a late adjustment here from Peter McNeil to throw in Drew, their number 2 guy, especially with this early lead of 4-0. And Zach Inouye will step in. Zach's been very good for the Wolfpack at getting on base, something they drastically need. He was the 2nd overall pick in this year's draft. As that's a hard hit ball, just foul. And that was a hanger that really excited Zach right there just a little bit early. He was licking his chops. See if Drew looks like he's kind of going to a lob style of pitching here. Sometimes that'll work. Listed some swing and misses as opposed to walking a few. Tried a high ephus pitch right there, 2-2. Full count. That ball is just foul again. Now we're looking at the 7th pitch of this at-bat. Zach Inouye just licking his chops right there early, and that might fare well for these Wolfpack hitters. I will walk the first batter of the game. And now the first overall pick, Ian Michael, will step in after having a very good series last week. He got his average all the way up to 341, on the cusp of reaching that top 10 for average as he looks at ball 1. That's in play. A lot of spin right there. That'll be tough to knock down, and it is for Peter, so that'll be a single there for Ian Michael. You could tell right when he swung at that, there was a lot of spin on the ball, so it'd be tough regardless. Now, Thomas Bleaus will step in. His walk-up noise is glaring. Fouls that one back. Goodness, 1-1. A slow ephus right there, out of play. 3-2. Thomas taking a big hack right there. Tried to quick pitch him right there, but it will result in a walk. And just like that, we have another bases loaded situation. So Peter McNeil kind of thinking about not pitching himself here, maybe trying to get a quick win, but already the tying run is to the plate, and Alex Harden can avenge his first inning.
Hey, look, all I know is I threw a hitless first inning.
He did. We can confirm Alex Harden did throw a no-hitter in the first inning. And those pitches are looking mighty tasty for this Wolfpack. They can't wait to hit it. But then Alex Harden into the gap. One will score. And with that, Alex Harden with a stand-up double cuts this deficit in half. So 4-2 is the score now after a stand-up 2-run double for Alex Harden. And now Jace Pratt will get his first attempt here at hitting Drew Tenzar. Still no outs. Strike one to Jace Pratt on that slow ephus pitch. 2-1 now. 3-1. And this is a little bit of a different style of pitching we've seen from Drew. Usually he's kind of trying to, because that's a hard hit ball foul. Usually it looks like he's trying to work in different pitches. For the most part, it looks like he's been trying to go with a slow ephus around the zone. Maybe it's hot weather day. You want him to swing at some bad pitches here and there. So far, this strategy has not worked great. Ian Michael is back in. Or sorry, Zach Inouye. There's a strike right there. That's a hard hit ball to Daniel Leland. He can't make the play. Another run will score. A hard hit ball right there for the third run of the inning. Ian Michael will step in. And he was trying to take that one yard. And he might have just done it, swinging at a pitch, and that's out of here. Grand slam, Ian Michael. And that'll end the inning. Just like that. It's 7-4. So Peter's idea of trying to, you know, we got a 4-run lead here in the first inning. Let's go with our second pitcher. Just did not work. And we are headed to the top of the second. 7-4. Wolfpack have a surprising lead. And here we go, ready to start the top of the second inning, 4-7. And unfortunately for the Stingers, they could not get out of the bottom of the first. And that's popped up into no man's land, but Ian Michael comes over and makes a nice play for out number one. That's a great play there from Ian Michael. It's always tough when it's hit directly behind the pitcher, kind of no man's land. There's a lot of balls on the ground, so sometimes it might look like an easy play, but there's a lot of minds in the field. And now Daniel Leland making his debut here. He's walked twice, and now he looks at a first pitch strike. He's taken a total of 1 or 2 swings so far, so I think the game plan going into it is try and get on base when you can. And Alex Harden right there looks like he threw a little bit of eliciting a swing there. He'll go right back to it. And that ephus missed by quite a bit. Juicy looking pitch right there. Now full count. And he'll lay off. And everyone's laughing quite a bit because Alex Harden knows he's just got to get it in the zone, and Daniel's kind of playing with him like, hey, if you're not going to throw any strikes, I'm not going to swing. Be a ball 1 to Drew Tenzar. 2-0. Slider misses high. There'll be a walk, and Peter McNeil will now step up to the plate with runners on first and second. Reload on balls here. Peter McNeil has walked twice, struck out once so far in game 1. Wolfpack have 4 hits up to this point. The Stingers still looking for their first hit, so already in the top of the second. They've scored 4 runs, but all have come via the walk. So definitely trying to tack on a few more here via the hit, and Peter McNeil, first pitch swinging right there, 0-1. And a little juice behind it. Go wide, ball 1, 1-1. Peter McNeil looks like he does not want to walk, which you got to respect. That's in play. It'll be tough play to make. And Daniel Eland was a play tailored to Ian Michael to just step on the bag there, so that'll be the second out of the inning. That's in play. He'll throw over to first, and that's a great play there from Ian Michael to get out of the inning. We will head to the bottom of the second. Score remains 4-7. And here we go. Thomas Blehouse will step in. Ball 1. Slow pitch Ephus. He's going for the high pitch. Thomas Blehouse hit it in the gap. Took it out of the sky. Drops his glasses and almost gets... They had a chance at first because he was just waiting on the glasses there. Tried to pick it up. But it'll be a nice single there for Thomas Blehouse. Help out his average, who's kind of had a down year average-wise. Might be over the 300 mark now. Alex Harden will step right back in. He's 1 for 1 with that double. That scored 2. Really kicked off the Wolfpack. And that'll nail Alex right in the face. Maybe it's for that double. And that's a hard hit ball. They're just axe swinging away. And Thomas Blehouse will advance all the way to third. So Alex Harden really off to a hot start. And now Jace Pratt will step in, and once again a big RBI opportunity. Drew Tenzar has yet to record an out yet, so starting to look around. Peter McNeil trying to see as that's popped up and caught for the out. That was a ball hit all the way up into the air, and that's right as I said it. He does record his first out. And Zach Inouye, look at ball 1. Ball 2 hits him. Neither Daniel Leland or Cole Blevins have very much to little pitching experience. So after Drew Tenzar, there's really not much depth. I think Peter McNeil wants to pitch games 2 and 3. And that was a bold take right there. Almost hit the top of the zone. Now full count. And he will walk, so now the bases are loaded. For Ian Michael, who hit that grand slam. He's 2 for 2 with a single And the grand slam that really broke this thing open. He's got another opportunity here. No player has ever had 2 grand slams in a game. It looks like Drew's definitely not trying to give up a grand slam here. 2-0. Hit him there. And that is playable and caught for the out. Drew Tenzar diving around the tree. And that was a bold pitch to throw to Ian Michael, who easily could hit a grand slam off of that. And he'll get the second out, a huge out right there. And now the danger's not out just yet because Thomas Blass will now step in. Moving all the way back, swing over the zone. And this kind of lob pitching might actually be slightly working here for Drew Tenzar. Knock on wood, I don't know. Oh, he's going right to it. Thomas Blass steps into it, and he pops it up. Surprising turn of events there, but great pitching right there to keep the score at 4-7, and we head to the top of the third. Stingers need 3 to keep this game going.
I think you're leading off for us. Am I? I think so. Yeah, damn, bro. Go put slander on the corner.
And here we are, top of the third inning. Daniel Leland will lead it off for the Southern Stingers. They really need to start piecing together some runs. Alex Harden still has not, oh, he's given up 1 hit. Beg my pardon.
Oh, yeah. 72.
1-1. And that is in play. Ian Michael will throw over to first for the out. What a play from Ian Michael. He's really shown off his defensive prowess over there, and he steals away the first, would-be first hit of Daniel Leland's young career. Tough to see there, but great to see that from the first overall pick. Now Drew Tenzar will step in. This Wolfpack team is 2 outs away from getting their 5th win of the season. Swinging right there.
That was the best one you get.
2-1.
What'd you say?
2-2 now. And a high pitch there, wasted high. Full count. We'll go up another walk to Drew Tenzar.
A couple seconds late.
So 1 out here in the top of the third. Peter McNeil steps in, 1 for 2. He's got a single and a strikeout to his name, along with 2 walks. Thought about it. Want to know? It's a nice pitch right there from Alex Harden. 1-1. 2-1. Swing in there again. Now 2-2. And Alex Harden really now going after batters after a tough first inning. He's really turned it around in the second inning and now into the third, and that is popped up. Alex Harden looking at Peter McNeil. But unfortunately can't make the play. It'll remain 2-2. Got him, strike 3. That'll be the second out of the inning, and now Cole Blevins is the last hope here for the Stingers to keep this game going. This Wolfpack team hungry for their first win in the last 2 weeks. Ball 1 to Cole Blevins. That's a hard hit ball up to Zach Inouye. He'll throw, miss. Drew Tenzar, and he'll get all the way to third, and he will score. That ball did not go out of play, so Drew Tenzar had a chance there.
Keep going. There we go.
And Drew Tenzar will advance all the way to home. So now it's 5-7, and just like that, Dan Leland is the tying run up to the plate. With that great base running there from Drew Tenzar, it's definitely making things a little more interesting. The go-ahead run on deck. And Daniel just looking at those pitches right down the middle. Bold take right there, now full count. We'll see if he elicits a swing here. He did hit it in play last at bat. Unfortunately, his hit was stolen from Zach Inouye, and that's a high pitch, and he will walk Daniel Leland. His 3rd walk of the day, so a good on-base percentage. Still looking for his first career hit. Now the go-ahead run, Drew Tenzar will step in. He also has 4 walks and a fielder's choice to his name. A little bit high and inside there, ball 1. Outside of the plate, 1-1.
I don't even know what I want to swing at.
It's always tough for an opposing pitcher when you throw in a lefty in the lineup. Both these teams have one. As Drew looks at ball 2. Down the middle, 2-2. Stingers down to their last strike. Just outside. Nice take there from Drew Tenzar, and the count will go to full. 2 outs. Got him, strike 3, and the Wolfpack take game 1, their 5th win of the season. And if somehow they were able to sweep this Stingers team, they could actually not be in last place for the first time in 2 years. With that, we're going to get game 2 lineups figured out here. We'll be back shortly.
Daniel's just a menace at the plate. He stands like right here. This is what the episode of South Park. He stares. He doesn't watch the ball at all. Oh god. No, he's like. He just doesn't move. You know that episode of South Park where it's like they're trying to lose. They want to go to the lose. They practice lose. I'm gonna throw over. Okay, I need to. Let me grab you for an interview, dog. Okay. I'm gonna pitch game 2, and then we may be through game 3 depending on how we're. Okay, so for me, so for this one, it's like you couldn't help yourself out. Yeah, this is gonna be like same lineup, same everything. It's just we're gonna Mr. Harden. Oh yeah. Okay.
And we're going to quickly send it over to Robert, who's got Drew Tenzar. Robert, take it away.
All right, Drew. So tough pitching there. What was up with the lobs? That was quite unorthodox.
You know, we got to savor our energy for the end of the season, and you got to test everybody once in a while. Can't give them what they expect. And why not save the body a little bit, have some fun?
Yeah, might as well. What do you expect for game 2 and 3?
2 wins, hopefully. But you know what? We'll see. It's a beautiful day. We're just having fun out here.
Oh, what? I see you're wearing your old jersey. What is that like?
Oh, this is an all-star jersey. This is not mine. This is team captain Peter McNeil's jersey, but I'm wearing it for the day.
Nice and old school then.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, good luck out there.
Thank you.
Back to the booth, guys.
Thank you, Robert. So, big surprise there as the Southern Stingers lose to the Western Wolfpack. Now after that, Peter McNeil will definitely pitch here in game number 2 after kind of blowing a 4-0 lead and giving the Wolfpack their 5th win of the season. Right now, as the standings are, Northern Nighthawks only have 7 wins.
Hufflepuff.
Probably Slytherin. I'm badass.
Probably like Ravenclaw, I think.
Expelled.
Gryffindor.
Slytherin.
Hufflepuff.
I don't know. I'm probably a lame Gryffindor, but
Hufflepuff. Oh, probably Ravenclaw.
Hogwarts Slytherin. I bleed green.
Gryffindor.
And here we are getting ready to start the top of the first in game number 2. Peter McNeil now on the mound. He's definitely trying to get back to his old ways beginning of the season after having arguably his worst start of his career. And it was tough because the Stingers had to play in back-to-back days, so Monday, Wednesday. Threw a lot of pitches, complaining about his elbow lip, but his ERA is much higher than it once was a week ago. It almost jumped by 2 points. So here we go. Zach Inouye will lead it off here in game 2. Three 0 count here. Nasty pitch right there from Peter McNeil. That is out of play. And shortstop Daniel Leland almost made the play, but unfortunately, that tree often works as a screen for good and for bad for both teams. Fouled off, it'll remain full count. Got him, strike 3. And that's a great sign for the Stingers and Peter McNeil. Trying to get a little momentum here early on. After having a tough go of it last week. Ian Michael will step in after having another great game. Had a grand slam and a single. And we'll see if he can keep that luck going again. Strike 1 from Peter McNeil. That's a hard hit ball. That's a fair ball, and that'll be a ground rule double. Ball came up to Daniel Leland much quicker than anticipated and got right around the bag. And now Thomas Blehaus will step in with a runner in scoring position. Wolfpack trying to get the first lead of the day. Looks at ball 1. Definitely one of the best, if not the best, 2 hitters in a lineup. If Thomas can start to get hot like the streak Ian Michael's been on, this Wolfpack 2-3 in the order is very tough to deal with. 3-0. That is a nice pitch right there. 3-1. Tom's a little behind it. Full count now, and he's ready to swing. Finally takes off his shades. And that'll be a walk there for Thomas Blehaus. So runners on first and second. Technically sets up the double play, but we don't see many of those. After a little confusion in the order there, Chad Curtis will step in after not playing game 1. This Wolfpack team does have 6 people, so Alex Harden, team captain, will sit himself here in game 2, maybe get his arm a little rest after getting that first game win. That is popped out of play. 0-1. And the yin and yangs of wiffle ball, as Ian Michael increased his average by over 70 points last week. Unfortunately, Chad's average dipped by 70. So he looks at strike right there, 1-2 to Chad Curtis. That is in play. That'll stay fair, and Daniel Leland will make the play. That'll be a fielder's choice. Pretty lucky right there that it stayed in play and led to an out. Daniel was kind of walking off the field like it was 3, but that's only 2 outs. And now Jace Pratt will step in. He is the starter in Game 2. Hasn't had many opportunities to start here this year, but Alex Harden gave him the nod. A tall task facing Peter McNeil. Jace Pratt's average a little bit lower than we're normally seeing it, but he's more of a power guy. That's a nasty pitch right there from from Peter McNeil. 2-1. Goes right back to it, unfortunately. Can't hit the zone there, so that'll be a walk for Jace Pratt. Now it starts to get a little interesting here for the Wolfpack. We'll see if they can capitalize. 2 outs, bases loaded. Now Zach Inouye steps in after striking out in his first plate appearance of Game 2. That is fouled back, caught by me, per usual. You know, I don't drop any catches back here. Yeah. Strike 1. A little bit low right there. Peter McNeil asking for some Savannah banana rolls right there, but I'm not a fan. I am a commentator. 2-1. A nasty pitch right there, barely misses, and that will walk in the first run of the day. And you know, sometimes when you see a nasty pitch like that, a lot of times if it hits or not, usually freezes the batter, and they kind of just let it go no matter what if it looks that nasty. It usually happens with the knuckleball. Sometimes a devastating slider like the one Peter has. Ian Michael steps in after looking at ball 1. Another bases loaded opportunity for him. Seems like he's usually in the middle of it. 3-0, and smart here from Peter McNeil to not really give him anything he can take deep. A little bit of a smart play right there, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk. So an RBI there for Ian Michael. Another run comes in, and this Wolfpack team doesn't lead many games, but they've done so far today. They just had that 4-run first inning in Game 1, and after that, they've led every inning since. Now, Thomas Bleaus will step in, walked in his first plate appearance. Big RBI opportunity. And that ball is caught from Drew Tenzar. Thomas Bleaus took one that was 2 feet out of the zone. Drew Tenzar lucky to be in the right place at the right time, but the Wolfpack do get on 2 runs, and we head to the bottom of the first. 2-0 is the score. And Jace Pratt will step in. Jace Pratt, for whatever reason, hasn't had an opportunity this year to play yet, or pitch yet. This will be his first pitch stepping in on the mound. He's got a career 6.52 ERA with 47 strikeouts. And kind of the knock as he looks at ball 1 right there, it's just, he's got a lot of room in that speed zone, so he's usually sitting a little bit lower in that speed range, which often allows batters to catch up to him, but he's got a lot of good mixes of pitches. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk to Drew Tenzar. And now Peter McNeil will step in. Peter McNeil had a nice game in game number 1. Trying to get that average over 300. Does have 3 home runs, which is right around league average. There's a few batters that are just taking the league by storm in the home run department. That's Mark Campanero with 12, Zane Phillips with 12, Aaron Schofield with 10, and also now in that 12 category is Morgan Granich. Morgan hit 7 home runs in a series last week against the Nighthawks to tie for a 3-way tie. As that ball is just foul. Peter McNeil hit that one very far, but barely to the left of that foul ball tree. If it hits that tree, obviously it is a home run. It acts as a elongated foul pole. So the count will go 2-1. And that's a knuckle, but Peter McNeil makes a play on it, and that's out of here. Peter McNeil, 2-run shot to tie the game at 2 apiece. And just like that, we have a new ball game. And no knock on Jace there. That was a well-thrown knuckleball at the bottom of the zone, and Peter McNeil looks like he just golfed it there. So just a case of a better hitting. So that's got to feel good for Peter McNeil to get his lead right back after giving up 2. Cole Blevins steps in, looks at a first pitch strike. Swinging right there is Cole Blevins, 1-2. Bit high, leaving the count 2-2. Cole Blevins has been in the AWA since we began in 2020. Doesn't go there, it'll be full count. One of the longest active tenured players, it'll look at a walk right there. Now Jace Pratt going to reload on balls, trying to figure it out a little bit right here. Cole Blevins, his average is not where it once was in the early days. 156 is tough. It's not the lowest. But we've noticed over the years as better pitching comes in, the league average keeps dropping, which is how it works. Just as Babe Ruth once played against carpenters and plumbers back in the early days. So did the wiffle ball players. 1-1. Daniel Leland still looking for that first career hit. And he's been close multiple times, but unfortunately, just the stellar defense from this Wolfpack, specifically Ian Michael, has limited him. Full count now for Daniel Leland. And Jace Pratt really trying to get some outs here. Got him, strike 3 on a center cut fastball. And that'll be Dan's first strikeout in the league.
That was your first strikeout? No, I don't know. That's super impressive. I think it was your first strikeout. Walked six times.
And that's a much needed out for Jace Pratt. Maybe he can start getting a little momentum here, but now facing the heart of this order, Drew Tenzar. 0-for-0 with a walk in his first plate appearance here in game number 2. Looks at a ball right there. That's a nice screwball right there at 57. And just kind of going back to it, when he's sitting in those high 50s, those pitches are nasty. And that's a knuckleball, and that's an easy out there for Jace Pratt. The knuckleball has been working early here for Jace Pratt of the Western Wolfpack. Now just like that, Peter McNeil will step right back in. After hitting that 2-run home run, we'll see if he can give his team the lead. He's got the iconic fruit salad walk-up song. It's a nice pitch right there from Jace Pratt. Peter McNeil will foul it off. 0-1. Nice screwball drop. Go right back to it. Leaves it a little high, but Jace now sitting in the upper 50s, what you like to see here. There's a nasty pitch right there. 1-2. Jace Pratt needs one pitch to get out of the inning. That's a nice curveball, but misses high. 2-2. The count to Peter. See if Jace goes back to that knuckle, which Peter was able to get a hold of. He'll foul it off, so the at-bat will remain 2-2. That is a nice pitch, but even better swing there from Peter McNeil, and he has his second home run of the game. That was a great curveball right there, and it's not like Jace Pratt's doing anything bad out there. He's throwing great pitches. Peter McNeil just swinging it a little bit better than Jace right there, and now Peter McNeil has all 4 RBIs in this game and gives himself and his team the lead here in the first inning. Cole Blevins will step in, looks at ball 1. A little bit behind that pitch there, now 1-1. Peter McNeil hitting it all over the park. That was a oppo pitch, and what a pitch there from Jace Pratt. Pure stuff-wise, Jace Pratt has some of the best stuff anyone in the league. So that one hits Cole Blevins right there. It's just a matter of consistency. Got him, strike 3. Cole Blevins swung, but it was too late. And Jace Pratt will get out of the inning, but not without Peter McNeil with 2 two-run home runs. We head to the top of the second. 4-2 is the score. If you're a fan of wiffle ball and or fantasy, head on over to playertrader.net. Create your fantasy wiffle ball team today. It's free to play. Weekly prizes. You can scan that QR code or go to playertrader.net. The game on last Monday, which is the start of Week 7. This is Week 7 here. It's week-to-week fantasy. Morgan Granich set the record for best batting stats in a single week. Anyone want to guess how many points he had? I'm talking to myself, so I'll answer that question. 80. He had 80 points after hitting 7 home runs, which has been done before, but not by a non-pitcher. So here we go. We're getting ready to start the bottom of the first. Sorry. Top of the second. That's a nice pitch right there. 1-2 is the count to Chad Curtis. Does well to foul it off. It has a chance. There's no rule on that, but gray area there. If you hit the ball in the foul ball area, if it had a chance to roll out. We'll have to look at that in the rules committee this year. That is another foul ball. Remains 1-2. There's a nice pitch there from Peter, but better take there from Chad Curtis. 2-2. That ball is golfed up and caught for the out. Daniel Leland, my goodness, what a play over the top of the head. I don't know if we had a great angle on that, but it's a great play there for the first out. And that's just huge for your pitcher when you get a first out like that when you're not necessarily should have. A lot of momentum. Peter McNeil feeling a lot better as Jace Pratt will step in, and now Jace Pratt can do what Peter McNeil did for himself. Try to help cut down this lead. 2-0 count. He walked in his first plate appearance. Does not go. Now 3-0. That was a nice pitch there from Peter, but he fouls it off. 3-1. That is in play. Just foul. And kind of in the same area as the first foul ball. Unfortunately, Dan the man can't make the play there. And it'll be full count now to Jace Pratt. Got him, strike 3. And Peter McNeil adds a strikeout to his total. And now Zach Inouye will step in. He struck out and walked up to this point. "4-2 is the score here in the top of the second. 2 outs. Inside, ball 1. Zach does well to fight it off. Remains 1-1. Swinging over the top of a sinker there. Got him, strike 3. And we're headed to the bottom of the second. The Stingers are back up, trying to add some more to their total. And here we are getting ready to start the bottom of the second inning. Jace Pratt coming right back out. And honestly, not a bad inning from Jace Pratt. He just had 2 balls that Peter McNeil was able to get a hold of for 2 two-run shots. See if he'll have a little more luck in his favor. He'll face Daniel Leland for the first hitter in this inning. Dan struck out in his first plate appearance in game number 2. But overall, making his AWA debut, he's gotten on base very well.
I have it on a different phone, so I'll go with that.
No. 2-0, and Daniel swinging right there. He's actually from Norway. He's here this week. So he fouls it off right there. He played in 2020 and actually with the original Edmonds Wiffle Ball League back in 2015. That's a nasty looking knuckle curve right there, but it'll go low now. Full count. Got him, strike 3, and he'll hit it right off the TikTok cam. And while Alex didn't have much success with getting out Daniel Leland, Jace Pratt's got 2 strikeouts on him. That'll be 1 out. Drew Tenzar will step in. Right down the middle, 0-1. Jace Pratt finding the zone early and often. That pitch moved quite a bit. Drew Tenzar batting righty, normally batting lefty, and that's a nice looking pitch right there. 1-2. If they can get Jace Pratt going here, this Wolfpack team isn't. What a pitch right there. Just inside, but my goodness, that knuckleball. Got him, strike 3, and Jace Pratt is on a bit of a roll. He's got some nasty stuff. It's really just about putting the pieces together. I mean, we were talking early preseason. He pitched a shutout in the preseason game. It's just been a matter of putting it together in the regular season. For whatever reason, he hasn't pitched yet this season. That's been Ian Michaels' spot, who's had some difficulties, but having Ian over at short is also a huge bonus for this Wolfpack team, as he's really fielded the ball well early in this series. Does not go there. It'll be 2-0 to Peter McNeil, and Peter McNeil having a very nice series up to this point. He's got 2 home runs here in game 2. Brings his total on the year to 5. Fouls it off right there. And in order to break into the top 8 on that Instagram post, you got to hit 7 right now, and that's a nasty looking knuckle, but it'll be just high, 3-1. Chase Winkler at 7 is the 8th highest hitter with the home run totals as of this moment. There'll be a walk there for Peter McNeil. The enforcers and Chase Winkler will be facing the Mojo and Trevor May and Dominic DeMiro. Tommy tickets might be off the IL by then, but that'll be a big matchup on Wednesday. There's a lot of wild card teams this year. No true team has really separated themselves from the pack this early, and there's a hard hit ball from Cole just a little late. Cole Blevins has walked and struck out up to this point. Cole lays off the drop there, 1-1. Nice pitch, but drops a little low, 2-1. Just behind his head. Good job dropping that bat right there. We've seen that before, especially with these two teams. That'll be ball 4 there for Cole Blevins. Now Daniel Leland will step in after a walk there. 2 outs here. Dan's had a little bit of a tough go here against Jace Pratt in game 2. Trying to figure it out here. Pitch gets a little away from Jace there, 1-0. Swinging there, 1-1. Two and one. I guess we won't count that. I guess, it looked like he was setting up for a pitch, but throws that ball out. So it'll remain 2-1. Singers could have challenged that, but no one seems to care. 2-1 count. Swinging right there, evens the count, 2-2. Got him, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So the Wolfpack keep the score at 4-2. They need 2 runs to tie it and keep this game going. Peter McNeil back on the mound. So far he's pitched a gem here. He gave up 2 runs in the first inning, but in the second inning figured it out quite a bit. Talking strategy over there with Dan. Ian Michael will lead it off. So a good spot in the order here. As Ian Michael, Thomas Blehaus, Chad Curtis will round it out. Ian Michael and Thomas Blehaus need to start stringing together some hits here if they want to keep this Wolfpack team for a chance to win the series. And they're closing in on the Nighthawks, second worst record in the AWA at 7-14. Wolfpack currently have 5 wins. So curveball right there. Peter McNeil asking him what he wants. He's giving it to him. Asked for a curveball, he got it, and he still couldn't make contact there. Nicks it right there, 1-2. Nasty pitch. Bit high. Evens the count. thought about it, but it will now be full to Ian Michael. And he'll throw that one a bit high, and now the tying run steps to the plate in the form of Thomas Blehaus. Thomas Blehaus 0 for 1 with a fly out and a walk, and if there's any player with potential to hit home runs, it's Thomas Blehaus. Set the record for most home runs in a single season all the way back in 2020. Had 33 home runs that year, 84 RBIs. A stat we probably will never see again. Since then, he's definitely struggled a little bit more as he's faced better pitching as the years progress, but still a very valuable hitter for this Wolfpack team. 1-2. Good eye to lay off there. Evens the count, 2-2. That's fouled off. Good job by Thomas there to foul it off when on a pitch that most likely would have hit the zone. Does not go, and now it's full count. And that'll walk Thomas Blehaus, and now just like that, the go-ahead run steps to the plate with no outs here in the top of the third. Chad Curtis, 0 for 2 here in game number 2. He's got a fielder's choice and a flyout. First pitch swinging right there. That would have been a strike regardless. 0-1. Hits him there on a pitch that does not break. Nasty pitch right there. Tough to even make contact if you swing at it. 1-2. That ball is popped up and playable, and it'll drop. No man's land. Daniel Leland had some difficulty there tracking it, especially with the foul ball tree there. It might have been kind of a debut there playing shortstop. You don't really know where the trees are located. Drew came all the way over, tried to make a play, couldn't come up with it. Now just like that, bases are loaded. And the pitcher in today's game for the Wolfpack, Jace Pratt, will step up to the plate. And that is a hard hit ball, but just foul. Hit it to his team captain, Alex Harden. Now quick 0-2 just behind a pitch that top of the zone. That ball is popped up. Drew Tensor will make the play. Ian Michael tagging, and that's a great job there from Ian Michael to tag up. And now with 1 out, they will cut the deficit in half. And we'll look at ball 1 to Zach Inouye. Ball 2. And that'll walk Zach Inouye, and the bases are now loaded once again. So now the bases are loaded, and Ian Michael steps right back in again. It's getting a little bit more stressful out there for Peter McNeil. I mean, they do have the bottom of the third, but a big hack there from Ian Michael. That ball is popped up. Drew Tensar will make the play. Thomas Blehaus tagging, and that's a huge sac fly there from Ian Michael to tie up this game. And a risky play works out for the Wolfpack. So 2 outs now. Now Thomas Bleaus trying to get Chad Curtis at second base. Good news for the Wolfpack. We will be heading into the bottom of the third. He'll lay off that first pitch from Peter McNeil. Inside, 2-0. And that is popped up to Peter McNeil, and he gets out of the inning, but not after 2 straight sac flies. The Wolfpack tie it up at 4 apiece, but the Stingers have a chance here to walk it off in the bottom of the third.
Here we go. Giving it to the bottom of the third inning. Lee Kendall leading off batting lefty again. There's a nice looking knuckleball that goes high, 1-0. Wow, slow. 1-1. That's in play. What a play. He throws his phone. Like the reach of the technology in his hand. Bro. What's going on here, man? Phone in his hand or what?
And that was a great play there from Ian Michael. He threw his phone there to make the catch. I don't know if he was checking SportsCenter or what, but he's made a lot of great plays over there at shortstop for the Wolfpack. Now 1-0. Peter McNeil's had 2 home runs in this game for all 4 RBIs in this game, and if they want to win, they might need a little more hitting power from him as he swings over the top of that one. Now 2-1. Goes low, 3-1. That's a hard hit ball to Zach Inoue. He'll knock it down, but it'll go through his legs. Peter McNeil is on with a single, and that'll continue his great day hitting here in game number 2, now 3 for 3. And the go-ahead run is now on first base. Cole Blevins will step in 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a strikeout. Wolfpack need to get 2 more outs to push this thing to extras. Tied up here in the bottom of the third. Cole Blevins looks at a sweeping curveball that misses outside. 1-0. Late swing right there, had him fooled. 1-1. A little indecisive there. Misses high. And a slow slider right there at 52 entices Cole to even the count, 2-2. Peter McNeil at first base looks on. Knuckle misses inside. Now full count to Cole Blevins. Unfortunately, he'll lose him right there. Now runners on first and second. Now Daniel Leland will step in, trying to avoid the golden sombrero. Gets the call. A bit of a lob pitch right there for ball 1, misses high. Swinging early there, 1-1. Daniel can get this ball in play, try to advance the runners. That would set up Drew Tenzar for a potential walk-off situation. Second base is technically a scoring position, but there's few places you can hit it where it really is a danger for the runner coming home to score. Fouled straight back, now 1-2. One of the spots would be behind those two trees in left center. Kind of gets stuck like a pinball machine. It's a nice pitch right there, but unfortunately will go outside. 2-2. Full count. Now Jace Pratt's really got to get to work. He still has one base open, but loading the bases up here, be tough to overcome. Got him, strike 3, and that is a clutch strikeout there from Jace Pratt for the second out. And now Drew Tenzar will step in, trying to keep this thing alive and not force extras. That's in play, and it'll remain foul. Slow roller right there. Good from Jace to knock it down. Keep it in that foul ball area. Wolfpack have done good to battle back and get it to this point. Just need one out to push it to extras. It's a nice knuckle ball right there. Drew Tenzar will foul it off. And now 1-2. The Stingers are down to their final strike here in game 2. Tie game. Final strike in regular innings. And that will be a strike 3 right at 60. Perfect pitch. Clutch pitching there from Jace Pratt. And the Stingers can't capitalize. We are headed to extra innings. 4-4. Well, you knew the rate we were moving through these games after a quick first game would have been a quick second game. You knew they had to go to extras at some point to keep this game alive. And they do. Wolfpack did very well to battle back. Push it to extras. Peters out there. 4-4. Chad Curtis will step in. Looks at ball number 1. Peter already up to 82 pitches here in game number 2. Definitely one of the pitchers you want to keep an eye on for arm wear and tear. He's had difficulties with his UCL in the past. 2-1. And a pitch that looked like it would have been good to hit. Fouled straight back. 2-2 to Chad Curtis. It's 1 for 3. Single, a fly out, and a fielder's choice. Pitch goes high, and now full count to Chad Curtis. That's popped straight up, and Peter McNeil will make the play. That's a quick out for the Southern Stingers. And now Jace Pratt will step in, the pitcher here in game number 2, trying to help his team out and give himself a position to get the win in the bottom half of the 4th. Peter McNeil, one of the more clutch pitchers in the league. So no easy task for any team to score on him in the later innings of a game. Low there, 2-0. That's a hard hit ball. Daniel Leland comes over and makes the throw. What a play from Daniel Leland for the second out. And now, Daniel has not had a great game offensively, but my goodness, he's had some nice plays defensively, making up for it for the second out of the inning. Jace Pratt, unfortunately, can't get a single after that hard hit ball. Daniel kind of looked over at the second baseman before he made the throw, gave some time, still was able to make the play, and now Zach Inouye will look at strike number 1. That's in play, right back to Daniel Leland. He'll go and throw over to first, and it'll just miss. It'll hit the back wall, so the runner will stay at first base. Zach Inouye a little bit quicker on the base path. Maybe had Dan running a little bit harder or trying to throw it over faster. He won't get Zach, and it'll go over to Ian Michael now. So slider inside. And Peter McNeil with Ian Michael and Thomas Playhouse has been very careful pitching to them after seeing what they could do in game number 1. Nice pitch right there inside of the zone. Ian can't catch up to it. 2-1. Just a little bit low, and now 3-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Extra innings free wiffle ball. Fouled off there. Now full count. A nice slider. Peter McNeil. Got him, strike 3, and what a pitch there for Peter McNeil to get out of the top of the 4th. And we will head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-4 remains the score. Peter McNeil will lead it off, and one of the few Stingers who've just been seeing Jace Pratt very well. 3 for 3 with 2 home runs, a single, and a walk. And now we got a chance here to walk it off in the bottom of the 4th. We got 4s everywhere. 4-4 here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch hits the Aaron Schofield tree for foul ball, strike 1. Nice second pitch there from Jace Pratt to get ahead 0-2. Lays off the sinker 1-2. That is in play, kind of in no man's land. Jace will come over and tag Peter. Great play there from Jace Pratt to get Peter McNeil out, something he hasn't been able to do in game number 2 up to this point. It's always a huge help for the pitcher to get that first out. Cole Blevins will step in. He's walked 3 times, as well as struck out once. Getting on base early and often. That's a quick out for the Southern Stingers. That's in play. Ian Michael will come over, can't come up with it. That's a nice little single there for Cole Blevins, first single in game number 2. So the go-ahead run, the winning run, is on over at first base here in extra innings. And now Daniel Leland will step in. He's already secured the golden sombrero. Don't know what 5 strikeouts would be, but I don't think that'll happen here. It's locked in. 1-1 is the count. Swinging on at a pitch that the bench did not love. Now 1-2. Now Jace Pratt trying to put Daniel Leland away here. Still looking for his first career hit. That is a nasty pitch, and that is the 5th strikeout of the game for Daniel Leland. And that, you know, all you can do is go sit down on the bench after that. That is tough. 2 outs. And now Drew Tenzar will step in. Ball right there. That is in play to Jace Pratt. He'll make the play. And my goodness, we are headed to the 5th inning. Neither team willing to give up. 4-4 remains the score.
Top of the 5th inning.
Top of the fifth inning, territory we don't normally see here in the AWA. We don't have many extra innings. The record is 7 innings. I'll knock on wood here, 'cause don't necessarily want that to happen. Free wiffle ball, baby, here in game 2. That ball is going back. Thomas Blayhouse takes a 3-0 shot, and the Wolfpack are up a run here in the top of the 5th inning. You knew it was a matter of time for Thomas Blayhouse. Got a home run. He does so here, 3rd home run of the year. He was trying to take off his mic, and I told him, don't take it off. Hit a dinger instead, and he did listen. 5-4. And now Chad Curtis will step in. First pitch swinging, 0-1. 0-2. Curveball misses inside for the first ball. Fouls it off. If you're Peter McNeil, you're probably obviously not happy about giving up that home run, but you're also probably talking to yourself, hey guys, if that's another foul ball, I got all 4 RBIs. Can I get a little assistance trying to beat this team here today? As that hit the bat right there, remains 1-2. And Peter McNeil's done that before. It's kind of his special ability, his power up. Caught him, strike 3. And Peter McNeil gets the first out after a signature strikeout right there. One of his specialties, hitting the bat. And now Jace Pratt will step in. Another guy that's, pitching on the other side of Peter McNeil here in this game, and he finally has a lead in this game. They were down 4-2. The top of the 3rd inning, they were able to get 2 sacrifice flies. Tied the game up at 4 apiece. Now they lead here in the top of the 5th, 5-4. 3 straight balls to Jace Pratt. Jace is 0 for 2 in this game, too, with a strikeout and a sac fly. That'll be a walk. Jace Pratt is on. Zach Inouye will step in. Zach's 1 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a single, as well as 2 walks here in game number 2. He's got the backwards hat working for him. This looks like a similar trend for most players here today, wearing a hat. Try to get that sweat out. It's a nice pitch right there to start off the at-bat from Peter McNeil, 0-1. Two and 1 to Zach Inouye. That's a hard hit ball. It's a fair ball underneath the hands of Daniel Leland. Jace Pratt going to 3. And I think it might have gotten him. We're going to take a look at the replay, but I think it might have directly hit Jace Pratt there. And that is a very nice play. Jace aggressive with it. And they got him. Got him by a step. What a play there from Daniel Leland to make up for it. Nails Jace Pratt after a risky run from second to third. That'll be the second out of the inning. Great play there. Just when I was about to say, you know, Daniel Leland made his first hiccup of the game. Comes back, proves me wrong. 2 outs. Now Ian Michael steps in, ball 1. Little late on that 1-1. Zach Inouye at second base. Frees him a bit right there to even the count. 2-2. And that is popped up, hits the foul ball tree, so it'll remain 2-2. So definitely that tree helps out hitters a lot more than it helps out pitchers. I'd say it never really helps out the pitcher. Fouls it off again. We'll remain at 2-2. Pierre McNeil's thrown 112 pitches up to this point. That's a hard hit ball in the gap. Zach Inouye very fast on the base path. And that's a stand-up double. Ian Michael gets in there underneath the tag of Cole Blevins. So another run will come in to score now, 6-4. Ian Michael keeping his hot start. And now Thomas Blehaus, who might be breaking out of a little bit of a funk here, hits him there for ball 1. Had a home run to give the Wolfpack a lead here in this game. And with that double from Ian Michael, kind of pads this lead a little bit more. Peter McNeil pitching a little more carefully here to Thomas Blehaus. 3-0 count, but his home run was also on a 3-0 count. Might have just missed right there. A little early on the slider, 3-1. That'll walk there for Thomas Blehaus, so he's on. Now Chad Curtis will step in. Runners on first and second. Chad Curtis 1 for 5 here in 5 innings here. One of the longer games of the AWA season we've had up to this point. Stingers have been in 2 very long games. So that's inside, ball 1 to Chad Curtis. Swing in there, 1-1, and Pierre McNeil already setting the record for most pitches thrown in a game this year. 1-2, he's already up to 131 pitches here in 5 innings of work, 2-2. He's just trying to get one more out here to get out of the top of the 5th inning. That ball is going back, and that's out of here. Chad Curtis, 3-run home run. Breaks this game wide open, 9-4. Chad Curtis gets his first home run of the year. And another batter on this Wolfpack team that's just trying to get out of the funk. And yeah, as they were saying down there below, it's the balls are carrying. Peter McNeil kind of going to a lob. That's in play to Drew Tenzar, who will pick it, throw it, caught, and safe. Probably an error there on Cole Blevins. He should have made the play. And I know Jace Pratt was charging at him there, but usually the sure-handed Cole Blevins, really the Stingers just had to get out of the inning there. Peter McNeil kind of going to that lob play. Good news for him. These runs are now unearned. One and one. Right down the pipe, 1-2. Hits him on the hands right there. That ball's in play right to Drew Tenzar, and that will end the inning, but not after an explosion of offense from the Western Wolfpack. 9-4. They have a chance to clinch the series here in the bottom of the fifth. 9-4 is the score.
Every game I'm throwing like 200 pitches. Yeah, 139. 5 innings. Yeah, not bad. I wonder where my elbow hurts.
Getting ready to start the bottom of the fifth inning. Jace Pratt is right back out there, and by no means is this game over. These balls are flying out early and often here today. Not as much as they were a week ago, but a lot of home runs hit here early. And now Peter McNeil switching over to the left side. He does this sometimes. Nasty pitch right there. 0-2 for Jace Pratt, the Western Wolfpack. Got him, strike 3, and that is the first out of the inning. Wolfpack 2 outs away from a 6-win season and a series win here against the Southern Stingers. The Southern Stingers 2 outs away from getting to 500. Nice pitch right there from Jace Pratt, but Cole Blevins will lay off 1-0. Misses high, 3-0 count to Cole Blevins. A little bit of a help me out swing there on a 3-0 count.
That's kind of what I was going for in that one.
Foul out of play, and Jace Pratt has battled back. Now full count to Cole Blevins. That ball is going back, and Cole Blevins takes one deep. 5-9 now the score. And an unlikely home run hitter. Cole Blevins now has 2 on the year. Really took that one deep on a full count. The Stingers are now within 4. Daniel Leland will step in. That ball is popped out of play, hits the tree. 0-1. Daniel Leland, excellent defensively. A little tough today in game number 2. 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. Right down the middle. 0-2. Got him, strike 3. And that might be a record right there. 6 strikeouts in 1 game. Not sure if there's anyone who picked him up in fantasy, but might not have been the move this week. Now Drew Tenzar will step in. Jace Pratt trying to close this thing out. That's in play. Kind of in no man's land, and no one can come up with it. Jace a little slow to come over and cover. So Drew Tenzar's on with a single. Peter McNeil will step in and really been the 2-run homer guy today. Has 2 of them here in game 2 alone. 5 on the year. Swinging first pitch right there. Would have been a strike regardless. 0-1. Fights off a knuckle. 0-2. Stingers onto their final pitch here. That ball is popped up to Thomas Bleas, and he'll make the play right in front of Drew Tenzar, and just like that, the Wolfpack have won the series as we head into Game 3. 2 wins, and the Stingers drop to 10-10. Something we haven't seen all year. We will be right back with game number 3 as we plug in the Game 3 lineups. We are going to send it over to Robert, who has Thomas Bleas with him. Robert, take it away.
What do you think of that home run there? Big one to get the win.
Yeah, I just felt like it was a big confidence boost for our team. Good way to get the bats going there in the 5th inning.
Nice. How was your trip to Italy?
It was good. It was like 12 days long. We did some sightseeing in Rome, and then we went to the coast and did some day trips to Sorrento and some other places. It was a lot of fun. Got tanned.
Nice. Did that help you kind of get back in the swing of things here a bit, a small break?
Yeah, I needed a little bit of time off. You know, just a little mental break from the game.
Always good. What do you expect for Game 3?
Another win, a Wolfpack sweep. I don't know if we've ever had one, so hopefully we get this one right here.
All right, good luck. Back up to the booth.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Robert, and we will back shortly.
Is that what you want? My team to be like, oh, flat.
I think I'm gonna start Game 3.
Adele.
Oh, Babytron, of course.
Babytron.
Queen.
Say Creed.
John Party.
Ooh, Wiz Khalifa.
Brad Paisley. Reba McEntire. Oh, Post Malone.
Gunna.
Tyler Childers.
Ooh, Mountjoy.
Kid Cudi.
Ariana Grande.
There you go.
Chris Brown.
Ghost. Kevin Parker.
Kings of Leon.
Let's go NBA Youngboy. Lil Wayne. T-Pain.
Eminem. Bad Bunny.
Ice Spice.
Juice WRLD.
Zach Brown Band.
And here we go, getting ready to start game number 3. Wolfpack surprising games 1 and 2 finishing. They have a chance to tie the Northern Nighthawks for the worst record in the league. Nighthawks are on the down after getting swept by the Aces. Aces only had 3 people last week. And right now the Wolfpack look like one of the hotter teams in the AWA. Alex Harden will start on the mound.
That's enough. Alright, ready? Alright.
And here we go. First pitch at game number 3. Drew Tenzar will lead it off. A little bit of a knuckle there
That was filthy.
from Alex Harden. Goes low. Drew Tenzar Wants to swing and will. Looks like Alex Harden's trying to mix in some knuckles here and there. Not normally a knuckleball pitcher.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like after Jace's excellent pitching, he will sit in game number 2. So he did do well for his team as that's in play, just out of the hands of Alex Harden. He'll throw to first, but not in time. That'll be a single for Drew Tenzar. Good play there from Ian Michael, who's been very good defensively for this Wolfpack squad. Peter McNeil will step in. Peter McNeil's average up to 384 after his good hitting. Sorry, 312 with 5 home runs. He looks at first pitch strike. That ball is just missed. That'll be the first out of the game for the Wolfpack and Alex Harden. Cole Blevins will step in. And he's trying to get that knuckleball to land, but not too much success here early. He goes right back to it, and he does elicit a swing and a miss there from Cole. That's in play, kind of in no man's land. Thomas Bleaus goes over to get it. I don't know why he fell, but unfortunately no one was over to cover first base. That'll be another single there for the Stingers and Cole Blevins. Cole really helping out his average here. Daniel Leland will step in after a tough game offensively. And he's really going to these knuckleballs early and often. 1-1. He's starting to kind of get it closer to the zone. Try a different strategy here as that ball is just low. That ball is popped straight up to Ian Michael. He'll make the play. 2 outs for Alex Harden now.
Yeah, you had second. Just want to know what it feels like.
Drew Tenzar will step in. And that's a hard hit ball, but nice play there from Zach Inouye on a ball that had a chance to go over the fence with the exit velo that it was hit at. But a great play there from Zach Inouye. They get out of the inning with no runs scored. We had at the bottom of the first. 0-0 is the score. Drew Tenzar steps in. And that ball is absolutely crushed from Zach Inouye. First home run of the year. And just like that, a thing I haven't said very often, the Wolfpack take the lead. One and 0, and Drew Tenzar, I need to switch up his pitching style here. Facing ball 1. That ball is popped straight up, and I think that's what Drew was trying to do. So it'll work sometimes, other times will lead to a solo shot, but Ian Michael pops out for the first out of the inning for the Western Wolfpack, and now Thomas Bleaus steps in, who's been on a hot streak. Had a home run last game. He's going for the high pitch. Not even close, but it might elicit some swings. And Thomas Bleaus missed that one. And it's clearly very tough to see it and hit. He fixes his mic right there. Lob pitching style is... That's a foul ball, but he absolutely lost that one. 1-2. There's a high pitch, and he hits that foul. That would have been impressive. It's a high ball. Fortunately not gettable there for Thomas. This lob pitching style, not something we've seen very often in the AWA. That ball is absolutely destroyed. Thomas Playhouse takes that one yard. And that's the second solo shot of the game for the Wolfpack, a 2-0 lead. You know, if that lob pitching's good, but if you leave anything remotely close to the heart of the plate, that's the result you're going to get. Thomas' second home run of the day. Now Alex Harden will step in. Alex trying to shake off the rust as that is fouled back. He sat in game number 2, which was a marathon of a game, 6 innings. And it's back-to-back pop-ups back. 0-2. See if he can get him here. Does it again. And if he can hit that zone, my goodness. And that ball is going back and it's out of here. Alex Harden. Solo home run, and you know, I don't know if this whole lob thing's working very well for Drew Tenzar. I mean, solo home runs you can get away with, but at some point, you're going to have to get some outs. Chad Curtis steps in. So far, just Chad and Ian Michael, the only batters not able to get a home run up to this point. That ball is popped straight up. And Daniel Leland pretty casual out there. I mean, he's made some great plays, so he'll snag that from Peter McNeil right there. And that's second out of the inning. Zach Inouye looks at ball 1, had that solo shot. And that ball is just foul. Definitely a higher heart rate elevated when you got a pitcher pitching like this. And I mean, honestly, he's pitched better than the first inning, as that ball is absolutely destroyed. That ball did not have very much loft, and just like that, Zach Inouye hits his second home run of the inning, 4-0. So it Drew Tenzar's first inning in game 1. He gave up 4 runs. They were all via the walk. And he's going right back to it. Ball 1. And he's destroying our backstop. 1-1. If you want one of those zones, head on over to Homestand or our website. Pick yourself up one. Bit high, 2-1. Fouled back, 2-2. And he fouls it out and caught from Daniel Leland. And that will end the inning, but the Wolfpack do get 4, all via the solo home run. We head to the top of the second. 4-0 is the score.
I'm up? Oh, okay.
And here we go, getting ready to start the top of the second inning. Peter McNeil will lead it off. And this Wolfpack team really coming alive here. Game number 3, trying to go for the sweep. And that's a hard hit ball to Ian Michael. Knock it down, throw it over to first. Peter McNeil gets there just in the nick of time. But a great throw there from Ian Michael. Good hitting and fielding all around. Cole Blevins will step in 1-for-1 with a single. Alex Harden misses wide there, but that ball is in play, and Cole Blevins 2-run shot. And Cole Blevins, have yourself a day. 2 home runs today. And he is quickly trying to prove that, hey, he's not just the Gold Glove first baseman, he can hit too. So break that lead in half, 4-2. Now Daniel Leland will step in. He flew out in his last plate appearance. Look at ball 1. Working on that knuckleball. 1-1. 2-1. That's a hard hit ball. Daniel Leland trucking for first and caught for the out. We'll take a look at the replay, but that might have just stolen Mr. Leland's first career hit in the AWA. So we'll replay it right here.
2 hands.
And he'll be out on the review. So now Drew Tenzar will step in with 1 out in the inning. That's a hard hit ball to Thomas Bales. Knocks it down, cleanly gets it, steps on first. Messes with Drew a little bit right there. So 2 quick outs after the 2-run shot from Cole Blevins. Now Peter McNeil will step right back in. Has a single, and he's really just trying to take it yard there. 1-1. That ball is destroyed, and he can't come up with it. That looked like it honestly would have gone out for a home run, but he dented the ball, so it will limit him to a single. Cole Blevins will step in after that home run, and he destroyed that ball too. All these balls are just getting dented, and that ball might have had a chance, but it'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Stingers get 2 back, and we're headed to the bottom of the 2nd. 4-2 is the score. And here we go. Bottom of the 2nd inning, Thomas Blaos will step in, and honestly, after all that kind of alternate pitching, as I would call it, the scores are not as crazy as you'd think. Another lob pitch. Thomas Blaos, a little bit of a karate chop hack. Strike 1. And you're going right back to it, but he does not go for it. 1-1. Right idea, maybe. And Drew Tenzar's kind of running to a fielder's position. That almost hit. Thomas almost tried to stop it with his hand. And that ball is absolutely destroyed. That ball was all the way inside on his hands. Takes it deep, and that'll be the 5th solo home run of the game. Thomas Blehouse really adding to his home run total. And now Alex Harden steps in. That is popped up, so you know. Oh, and that's an error there. That's something you gotta have. So error right there, Daniel Leland. And you gotta have those when looks like Drew Tenzar's either giving up a solo shot or a pop-up. Will seem to be the only 2 options. He's fouled back quite a few just like that. That ball is out of here. Shot right there from Chad Curtis. And you know, maybe we kind of, I don't know, switch up the style here. It's not particularly working here, but 7-2 now the score. Already 3 runs have come across here at the bottom of the 2nd inning. It's quickly going from bad to worse here for the Southern Stingers. Wolfpack trying to complete the sweep. That's a hard hit ball in the gap. Peter McNeil knocks it down. And that's a heck of a job to grab it there. Obviously, it wasn't very gettable. But I mean, hey, if he were to make that play, that'd be the best play all year. Ball 1. Hits the zone there, 1-1. And that ball's out of here. 2-run shot. 9-2 now is the score. This is blown open the game early. 5 runs in this inning. 6 would cap it. Thomas Blehouse up. Already has a home run in this game. And he pops it up and kind of messes with him there, but that'll be a pop-up for Thomas Blehouse for the first out of the inning. That might help the ERA slightly there for Drew Tenzar. Not much. Hopefully he's out of the 20s by now. We'll see. That ball is in the field of play and caught for the out. 2 outs in the inning. That'll low Drew Tenzar's ERA down to 16, so you gotta love that. Chad Curtis steps in, has a home run, and that is popped up. And just like that, Drew Tenzar will get out of the inning, but not after a explosion of offense from the Wolfpack. 9-2, they lead it. And we're headed to the top of the 3rd inning. Chance for the Wolfpack to close it out. Here we go, get ready to start the top of the 3rd inning, and this could be the first sweep the Wolfpack have had. I'm going to have to go back to the receipts here, but it would be over 2 years since the last Wolfpack sweep, if they're able to pull this off. That's a hard hit ball to Ian Michael through the legs, and that's the first career hit for Daniel Leland. That's got to feel ball. There we go. We saved the ball right there. After the 6 strikeout game, he gets a hit, and they save that ball. Nice pitch right there. Top of the zone from Alex Harden. hits him there, 1-1. Two and 1 the count to Drew Tenzar. Does not go for it, 3-1. And that's a ball hit in the gap. Ian Michael will knock it down. And honestly, he might have had a chance at a backhand there, but that'll be the second hit of the inning. And Alex Hard not closing the door just yet on the Stingers. So 2 on here in the top of the third. Peter McNeil steps in, 2 for 3 here. And that ball is going back. That's out of here. Peter McNeil, 3-run shot. The score now is 5-9. And now Alex Harden, now he's kind of thinking, I need to lock in here. This could easily get out of hand. Peter McNeil, 6 home runs on the year now. Now Cole Blevins steps in, 2 for 3 with a single and a home run. Big swing and a miss right there from Cole Blevins, 1-1. And that's in play to Alex Harden. He'll throw to first for the out. And that's a big first out there for Alex Harden and the Wolfpack. They need 2 outs to secure a sweep. We just checked, it'd be the first sweep in over 900 days for the Western Wolfpack. So almost 3 years. Daniel Leland fouls it back for the first strike. That's coming back, but foul, 0-2. He's definitely in swing mode after getting his first career hit. And that bad a go. Kicks that one, 1-2. That ball is going back, and Daniel Leland has hit a solo home run. And his AWA debut brings the score to 6-9. They're down 3 now. Kurt Gibson it. And it's now interesting for Alex Harden and the Wolfpack. Alex right there thought he could kind of throw a few pitches, lob pitches by Daniel Leland to get a quick out, but not the case. Strike 1 to Drew Tenzar. That ball is going back and caught for the out. So 2 outs now for the Southern Stingers. Now they have 1 out to try and avoid this sweep. Six to 9 is the score. The Western Wolfpack have the lead. That ball is popped deep back. Ian Michael makes the play, and the Western Wolfpack have swept the Southern Stingers to tie the Northern Nighthawks. The first time they haven't had sole place of last place in over 2 years. So big news here for the Western Wolfpack. The Southern Stingers will drop to 10-10. That'll do it here from Edmonds, Washington. We will be back on Wednesday for Enforcers Mojo matchup. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good night.